Hey everyone, Mark Feldman here. So here's a little something to keep in mind when you want to do technique practice. One of the things that I've noticed with some students is they think that if they just put in a lot of time working on their hands are going to magically transform. In particular, I've seen this with left hand work. You know, there's that notion, which is generally true, that one of your hands is weaker than the other. If you're a lefty, your right hand is weaker. If you're a righty, your left hand is weaker. So people do this thing where they focus on spending time on the weaker hand and thinking that if they just spend that time on the weaker hand, everything's going to get better. But here's the problem with that. If you don't spend that time mindfully paying attention to the details of the stroke and the physicality and feeling of it, how it looks, feels, and sounds, and have a model in your head of what it's supposed to look like and sound like and feel like. If you don't do that kind of mindful method in your practice, all of that time that you spend working on that weaker hand is going to be a waste. Even further than it being a waste, it could be detrimental. So what I mean by that is if you spend a lot of time working on your weaker hand and you're not having a goal in mind, a visual image of what it's supposed to be like in your head when you do it, and working towards making the physicality match that image and match the way it's supposed to feel, look, and sound. If that's how you do that practice, and that practice can do more harm than good, because what can wind up happening is you'll wind up making that hand worse or just more fully ingraining the incorrect movements into what you're doing with that hand. So keep this in mind. Time at your practice pad isn't going to solve the problem. Time doing something specific and being aware of the motions and trying to change those motions into what the right motions are, that's what's going to make you better. So that's my little technique tip for today. All right, I hope you found this helpful. See you next time.